It's Melissa from Scrap That. Super happy to be here on One of a Kind. I feel like it's been a little while, so I'm really excited to continue on our Cottage Fields collection with this kit. But before we get started on this, I want to go over our sale. So today's sale is, if you caught us on a couple of weeks ago on Chit Chat Thursday, you would have seen that we started our spring cleaning sale. And that was 35% off for our entire site, excluding, the only thing that it's going to exclude are current classes. So if you caught us at Chit Chat Thursday, there's more classes that are on sale right now that weren't then. So check that out. You can shop at our store at scrap-that.myshopify.com. And this sale, the code is DREAMER, and it is valid from the 17th to the 23rd. So I'm super excited about that. Check out under our website, there is a tab that will say spring. I think it says spring is in the air. Those are additional packages that we've put together, some bundles, and there are 3 of them in there right now. And those are additional sales that on top of everything else, those are some additional items that are on sale. And one of them is this kit is in there, along with the Hello Lovely card kit. So definitely check that out. It's a bundle pack. It's on sale for $35 for the entire 2 simple page kits. One would be the page kit Dreamer, and the other one is the simple card kit. Also in the Cottage Fields collection, the Hello Lovely. And together they are on sale right now for $35 for those 2 kits. It will include a bonus roll of foam tape. And that will qualify for your 35% off. So check it out, because we've never had sales like this before, and we're just super excited to give them all to you and be able to bring in a lot of new stuff. So check all of that out. Again, it's at scrap-that.myshopify.com, and you just need the code DREAMER. And if for some reason something that you find that is, or you think should be on sale but is not, before you check out, just send us a message and we will look into it for you. But everything should be in there on sale. So again, that's everything excluding current classes. And the only current class that goes along with this Dreamers class that we're going to do today is the flip book. And I know I've talked about it a lot, so before we get started, I'm just going to show you, because I haven't actually showed you it yet. I'm going to flip through it real quick. And this is so beautiful. Simple Stories had run out of some product, their chipboards. So we substituted my new favorite item, which are these gorgeous foam pieces, the foam stickers. They are so beautiful, which it says so beautiful, but they really are. So check this out. Look at this book. It's completed, almost completed, but I just want to flip through it and show you some of the fun pages that we will make with all of this great stuff. So look at these flips and all this interactive stuff that's going on here. We have pockets on flips, on journaling tags, all this really cool stuff that we're going to do in this book. This is the hour class, hour-long class, so I know we'll have time to do a few of these pages. We're going to work on the self-made pages, that the inserts, not the ones that slip into the pockets. So we'll talk about them, but together we're gonna work on some of these really cool, look at how many fun things there are going on. Your kit will include all of this stuff except for the little, the string, if you wanna add that. Look at this adorable little pocket for journaling, and this little book for journaling, or adding photos, or whatever you wanna do. So this is going to be a beautiful book when it's done. Oh, don't look at my little notes for myself, but check all of these little cool things out. So I just wanted to run through that really quickly with you and remind you, this is the One of a Kind May 1st class, on sale now, or available now, not on sale. I think this is $52 and includes a whole bunch of goodies. So check that out under the One of a Kind current classes, but everything else is on sale. So this class will not be, but all the others will be, all the ones that have already been completed. So we're super excited about that. And again, use the DREAMER code for this. So let's dig into what we got for today. Today's kit is the Simple Pages Dreamer, which is a companion to the Cottage Fields to the book and to the Hello Lovely card kit that we did several weeks ago. This is, again, one of my most favorite things is these new simple kits. So in your package, mine is already taken apart as usual. In your package, you're going to receive everything you need to complete these 2 double page layouts. We've also included in there for you a black chalk writer in this kit, the finger dauber, and your roll of foam tape, which mine's well used. So this is what mine looks like now, but it's bigger. And all you would need is your basic adhesive, which if you have a glue stick or your regular tear tape, that's perfect. You don't need scissors, you don't need anything else. So the simplicity of this makes it so great for crops or anywhere that you're going. It's so portable and not bulky. And it's also great for starters. So if you have someone that is just starting out in scrapbooking, perfect way to do it is to use these simple pages and simple card kits because they go together so easily and they're great for just being able to put together a fun layout without really having to spend so much time thinking about it. So, and again, though, I always say these are also templates. So if you like all the pieces, but maybe don't love the way that it's laid out in the examples, you can change it up. And the other thing that I want to say before we get started is they obviously come with the color directions, and it tells you step by step and each item that is in your little page for each page. What I want to say and what I try to do is take out all of the items and lay them out per page, and then you'll see that you actually have a lot of stuff left over. And maybe you like some of that stuff better. So I've already pulled mine out, and believe it or not, this is all the stuff that was left of mine after I took out all the pieces that are used in this kit or in these 2 layouts. And some of the things that are left over are gorgeous because this is such a gorgeous collection, this Cottage Fields collection. So just look at all these fun items or little bits and pieces, die cuts that were not used in these 2 layouts. So 2 things, make sure you get a little baggie and save them all for your next project, or check out what was in the class that you maybe thought you'd like something different, or let me switch that butterfly, like let me switch this yellow butterfly for this pink butterfly that's not being used. So it gives you the opportunity to change it up before you secure everything down. So just a little bit of advice that maybe you want to go ahead and check out what these pieces are before you glue and pop dot and put everything in its place, because maybe you like something better that we didn't use. So that's just a thought for you guys for the day. So let's see what else is in here. Now mine, I've already done the first layout because we never have enough time, even though they're really fast and easy to do, you know, with my chatting away, we never seem to have enough time to get them done. So let's look at the first one that I put together already. And this one I didn't use the chalk writer on, but I'm going to do it on the next one. So I know my camera, let me just check out my angle and see where I am. Perfect. You can see all of it. So this is the double page layout. And to me, this one just was gorgeous. And I hope you love it as much as I did. The layering, let's look at the layering on this one. You can see this butterfly, this beautiful yellow butterfly on the edge over what is part of your background paper. This is done with pop dots, because I always tell you guys the pop dots have a different height than the foam tape. So we can check that out. The foam tape is 1/4 inch, but the pop dots have a little bit more of a dimension. So if you like layering, which I do, and don't want to use double pop dots, these are pop dots. This is foam tape. This is pop dots. This is foam tape on top of the pop dots. So it keeps building up. This is foam tape. This has foam tape. So you just keep on layering and building, and you end up with this absolutely gorgeous layout with these beautiful flowers. So this is the first of the 2. And these, you can see, I just put down in the background, just plain white paper to use as a background where your photos will be. Or you can add the white as the matte. But this kit came with these gorgeous frames. And just to show you, like, seriously how sometimes I keep saying this. I'm like Julia Child of the scrapbooking. Mine's on upside down. So take note of the words on the bottom because I glued it down and then realized I did it upside down. Totally typical. Anyway, so this layout is the first one. And I love the way this one came out. And together, let's do the second one and see how that one comes out. So I'm gonna just set this one aside for now. And let's pull out the second one. And I've already gone through and separated out my pieces so that I could see what was here. And then we can put it all together. So we're gonna start with what is your left side. And here are your color directions. So you can use that also as a reference. I'm gonna set mine up to make sure that I don't forget anything. Let me slip all this out of here. And then we're gonna talk about our chalk writer as always. All right, so quiet today. All right, so let's talk about this one. I just think some of this paper is just unbelievably gorgeous. And on this one, if you notice on here, they have the little squares. I don't have those, so we're just gonna do the layout without the pictures, so you'll just know where you wanna put your pictures down. So let's start by chalking this because we didn't do any of that in the first one. And I'm gonna tell you, as I have before, you have several options for chalking. Now the black chalk writer, which you guys got in this kit, is super creamy. Some of them not so creamy. In the card kit, we used a silver one and that one's not as creamy, so it doesn't go on as smooth. This black is super, super creamy like a gelato and goes on very easily. So you definitely want to use it with care and not put as much on. So I would suggest that you use the finger dauber for this one to put your chalk on your dauber and then you place it onto the paper because it definitely is more intense. See how easily that goes on? Now the silver one that we used was a little bit more difficult. It doesn't have as much of a creamy texture, so it doesn't go on as smoothly and you don't see it as much. The black is of course my favorite. I just think it gives it such an antique look. So you're gonna just put some on your chalk, on your dauber, and then you are just gonna go along your edges and add that. The more intense you want it to be on the edges to give it a defined line, you just kind of continue on and spread it out as you go. Super easy, changes up everything about the way that your paper looks. It takes away that cut edge and that white core, so it's just super easy to use. And I don't know, to me, it just gives it that finishing touch. So I'm gonna go through some of my items, just like on the edges. You can just flick it on the edges. And again, laying out your items first gives you the opportunity to decide what you're gonna put some chalk on and what you're gonna just leave plain. Then you can continue just adding a little bit more. Let's do our polka dots. I'm just gonna spread some out. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed these chalk writers. So again, these simple page kits, we have plenty of them on the website, but they're all listed under classes. None of them are under just simple stories because we only do them as classes. So if you're looking to see what other ones we have, we just did an Easter one. We have still some, I believe we might have Valentine's Day left. I think we do have just the Hello Today. Check those out, they're all under classes. So let's just add a little more color. This one is a chipboard. Those always kind of have a little bit more white in them than others, so I like to definitely add to that. There's a chipboard heart. And you can see the difference in the plain heart, and then giving it the chalk kind of gives it that defined outline, which I think is beautiful. And in some cases, it just gives it that difference. Not all projects call for it, but some of them, I don't know, the vintage look of these flowers and everything just to me, it adds to it. So we're gonna do that. All right, then we're gonna lay this down and see how our layout comes out. So we're gonna start by, and again, this one is great. It has lots of layers and dimension. We're gonna start with our two little border pieces, which this one goes on the bottom and it's gonna go just above the words here. Today I'm gonna try, and my cleaner, also known as my husband, Crazy Bob, has already cleaned my office, so I'll try not to throw my garbage on the floor. So he just doesn't appreciate me when I do that. All right, so we're gonna lay this down right on our paper, right above the Dream Big. And then, sorry, I have to rearrange myself. And then we're gonna take our flowers and we're gonna put that down right at the top of where our background, teal background meets the pink background. We're gonna place it right up there. So also take note your butterflies, which direction your butterflies are going when you lay that down. I have a little piece of tape sticking out, so here we go. Perfect. I truly love how this black chalk writer makes it pop. And it also distinguishes, gives you like a distinguishing line of where this is and where your border paper is. And I just think it adds such a beautiful little pop of color there and dimension. All right, so next we are gonna take what goes in the middle, or actually let's do our frame. Aren't these frames gorgeous? And that's gonna be about a ½ inch maybe, or a little bit less than that. We're gonna put it just towards the edge of this side. And this I'm also doing with just tear tape. So I'm just gonna pull the tear tape off. And I've pre-taped mine, you know, I don't wanna make you sit here and watch me tape. This time I'll be a little bit more careful and make sure that I know which direction everything is going before I tape it down. So I'm gonna do it like this. And it's gonna go just where the flowers meet the teal. You could do it a little bit below if you want, but I'm gonna do it right at the edge of here. Now, another little piece of advice, which I did not obviously follow, is don't peel the tape off. Don't peel the tape off the top one if you would like, and then you can slip your photo in there, but I already did that. So I'll just have to trim my photo out. All right, so next, using foam tape, we are gonna do this little banner, which has so many little elements already on it. It has the beautiful button and the butterfly and flowers, some of the little doilies, and we are gonna place that down just underneath here. All right. I have such a bad habit of just throwing all my garbage. All right, so now we're gonna put that down just so that the edge of my little piece meets the edge of my paper. And we're gonna secure that down. Then let's see what other elements we have over here that we wanna layer. So the beauty of these is just layering. There's just so many, the beautiful flowers. So we're gonna start with, now also just so you know, these are where you're gonna have your little photos. So you just wanna picture that you're gonna put your photos here, and then we're gonna put down first our pink flowers. And they are gonna go just over here. So we're gonna start kind of right where this one ends, because again, this is where you wanna put another photo or a journaling tag or something. Now, because we did these as foam, I'm gonna just be able to easily slip this under here and put that down. And then next we are going to take our blue flowers and we're gonna put them right up here. And these I did with foam as well. And I actually am gonna dip into my little reservoir of things that we didn't use in a second. All right, and then we are gonna slip this one just underneath here and layer it. so that the flowers kind of overlap where our mat will be. And again, there's so much variation on here. You can move this over if you want to. And then we are going to put our beautiful butterfly. My hands are stiff again today. Okay, we're going to put our beautiful butterfly just over where our birdhouse is. So we're going to, now again, this is, excuse me, this is the foam tape. So these pop dots have a little bit more height, so I can easily slip it right over that. Then we have our little wooden heart that we've already embellished. And we are going to put that just about here. And remember, we're going to have photos here. So if you wanted to put your photos down first, right after you put this, that would be great. Look how beautiful that is. Now, I'm going to go back and look at what we didn't use, right? Because we have that whole pile of stuff that we didn't use. And I know there's a pink butterfly that I really liked. And I can go ahead and put that right over this butterfly if I choose to give it kind of a dimension. So I think that I want to do that. I'm going to take some pop dots, which I have right here. And I'm going to add a butterfly over what is the butterfly, just to give it a little more pop. And because we have all these beautiful leftover elements sitting here. So before we put that down, let's use our chalk writer and go through and add a little bit of color. And also give it kind of that defined edge. All right. Then we're gonna pick these off. Not that I have it here, but if you added a little bit of bling on the top of your butterfly, it would be gorgeous. All right. Perfect. Love it. So I have my timer on and I didn't really look, but I want to say that that whole thing took me maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I know I sped it up a little bit because I already glued down the, I already put down the adhesive on everything. So that kind of takes a little bit of the time out of it. But just so you can see how quickly these beautiful layouts come together. And this, honestly, this collection, I've said it for the last couple of months, is one of my most favorite. So that's page 1 of this one. And let's see how long it takes us. Let's do page 2. So let's pull out all of the elements on this one. And again, remember, you don't need scissors. You don't need a paper trimmer. You don't need anything but adhesive to do these. All right, so this is page 2. And let's see, we are gonna start by, again, chalking everything. So let's start with that. We have all these fun little pieces. We have some additional pieces on here. Let's see, I don't even know what I do with oh, I know where this one goes now. Okay, so I'm gonna start with chalking and let's see how long it takes us to put this page together. All right, I hope you guys love this chalking stuff as much as me. So even though this is black on black, you can still see it because my chalk writer has like a much more intense black than the paper does. So it definitely adds to it. All right. Our flowers, this gorgeous flower paper. And this is actually all part of, I've said this too, I think I just keep repeating myself, of the Simple Vintage Cottage Fields collection, which we do have, I believe, some of them left. So if you want to add to your shopping spree, the collection pack, that would be under Simple Stories. And that has a lot of the elements you see here. It has gorgeous pieces in it. So check that out as well as the Hello Lovely card kit, which those cards were great. They all had these elements and this style paper. They were great for any occasion. So that's one thing that I loved about that is you could send them at any time to anyone. All right, so I'm gonna give a quick brush over on all my little butterflies. My heart, which I just love the way the heart came out. So let's make sure we do the heart. Look at the difference. The difference between the side that has no chalk and the side that has the chalk. I think it makes it just complete that way. Our dreamer, we can add just a little bit. And you don't have to do all of the edges. So things like this, we could just do parts of it. All right, and then this. And then we have our yellow paper. And then the best ever. And then we can easily put this together. All right, so let's get cranking on putting it together. We're gonna start again with our polka dot down at the bottom. And let's see, I think in this one, it goes all the way across again. So let's start with that. And again, this is going right above our Dream Big. And, you know, because it's live and I make mistakes, this one goes too far, which this first one went a little too short. So I obviously pulled the wrong ones. So make sure when you're doing it, you don't do what I just did and pull the wrong ones out for each one, because they are not exactly the same. All right, and then I'm gonna put down our flower. Our flower paper, which my tape is giving me a hard time about. We're gonna add that real quick to the top. And then we wanna put down our frame again. And again, you're gonna have other photos on here. So we wanna just make sure that we keep that little bit of space where you're gonna add your other photos. So this one's gonna be in the same spot that the other one was, just touching the flowers towards the edge. And then next, we're gonna add all of our little elements. We're gonna start up here and add our little yellow doily. So that's gonna go at the top corner, right here. Oh, actually it's gonna go over and you're gonna have another photo underneath it. Then we're gonna put down our pink butterfly. And that's gonna go right here. And then next to that is our words, the best year ever. Best ever. And I just want you to note, I only put tape on the side that's gonna go right under the butterfly, because that way I can curl it up. And then we're gonna add our yellow right underneath our frame. And from there, we're gonna start stacking all of our beautiful elements. We're gonna be able to put 2 photos down here, and then we're gonna place this down. So one other thing that I wanna point out on the way that I taped this, just so you guys can see, has foam tape and it has tear tape, which is giving me a hard time, because we are going to layer it right where our yellow piece is. And since that has foam on it, we want to make sure that it lays correctly. So I know where my yellow foam is, and my tape is gonna land on that, and my foam is gonna be on the other sides so that it keeps it even and doesn't have a weird lump. Perfect, right? Then we're gonna be able to put down this, our little hello, and then our heart will go here. Then we're gonna put our little sweet tag, and then we have our beautiful dreamers. And then we have beautiful little butterflies that we can lay around. And we have this perfect little, beautiful layout. So I almost ran out of time because I was talking so much. So I wanna just remind you again that you can buy everything on sale today, and that includes this kit as part of the bundle pack, 35% off on our website using the code DREAMER on scrapthat.com. shop-that.myshopify.com. And thank you again, as always, for joining us on One of a Kind. We always love to be here and appreciate everybody. So happy spring, everybody, and enjoy our spring cleaning sale. Thank you.